Hello YouTube, it's Birdo Prey 5 and welcome back to episode 15 of our Cities Skylines series. Just give me a minute while the game loads. I will get our chat going. And I'll see if you guys if anyone's here and if there are any questions. I know I started a bit late tonight. Was hoping, let's see, what time is it? 8:08. Not terribly late. I was hoping to be on between 7 and 8 Eastern. So, as for the game loading, it always takes a long time on the first reboot of the computer. It's normal. I had to reboot the computer yesterday. I mean, I usually go days, if not weeks sometimes, without rebooting. And on that first reboot, the first time you load the game, takes, extra long time to load. Subsequent loads are faster. And DJ Odyssey says it's about damn time you get on. Thank you, DJ. Welcome to the stream. In fairness, Anti-Tracker and Thomas Potts were both commenting between 6:30 and 7:30 p.m. Granted, I was not streaming yet, but they both decided to check if I was, and actually left comments on the stream, quite disappointed that I had not yet come on. Promises were made, people were telling me. I'm pretty sure I would fulfilled my promise to get on. I was a little late, but these things happen. Thomas Potts is late to your own stream. And then he said, be right back, I need to prepare for work. Right. And then DJ. Okay, cool. Well, we got a few people watching. So, John the former peasant says premature enunciation. I'm not sure that's a real condition. And DJ Odyssey says, so now I get to stay up late. Lol. Well, DJ, I'm going to be honest. I'm not staying up that late. John Archatki says, Qapla. Qapla to you, my friend. So, for those who remember, last episode, it took quite a while, but we did manage to break the 100,000 population mark. We were at 100,013, and I quickly paused the game because, it very well might fluctuate back and forth a little. But we had a goal. It took us many hours, and we reached it. Today, I guess we're just gonna keep on building. We've got some decent commercial and industrial demand. We've got some residential. You can see all down here these bar graph. And I've never done it before. What I would like to do is actually build some oil. Let's see where our resources are. Everywhere there's black is oil. Where there's blue is ore. Where there's yellow is farmland. And where it's green, obviously, is forestry, is trees. So, we've got black, and now the black is underwater. And what I've never done, well, this is unfortunate, that although I can adjust it, I can adjust where what is, but I've never done offshore oil drilling in this game. And I want to try that. I want to try that. And I think this area of the map, might be perfect because it's right on the ocean. Wait, it is in the ocean, isn't it? It does go into the ocean. Yes. Okay, so right into the ocean, we've got oil under them there. Waves. John asks if I'm dropping any meteors tonight. Well, not on purpose, John, although I do have disasters enabled. They're just infrequent because they can be massive with the mod I have enabled. So I'm not purposely going to drop a meteor, at least not at this point. In fact, we'll get the game going so that time passes, and you see a population drop down just a little bit below 100,000. So, okay, now we're back above it. So it was a good thing I paused it when we did. DJ says, we hope so. And John, the former peasant, says, Qapla is when you have a very successful and satisfying poof. And DJ Odyssey says, if not, I'm unsubbing if there's no meteor. John says, anti-tracker at his best is Qapla. DJ says, yeah, you know, them Italians need oil to comb their hair with. Yes, that's why we're going to be drilling for oil, because of the Italians. Right, DJ. John, the former peasant, says, no offshore drilling. You, sir, are not an Englishman. Hell, he's starting to sound like a Beverly Hillbilly. Shooting at some prey and up come a bubbling crude Texas tea. Right? Black gold, Texas tea. Oil, that is, yes. Burn this mother down, says John. Oh boy. I guess we know who the pyromaniac is. John says, send Godzilla to the anti-tracker district for a 5-hour, 2-part review of the Orville. Well, yeah, 5 hours to do a live reaction of a 60-minute, really closer to 50-minute television episode. And anti-tracker laughs at how long it takes me to get the comments. Geez, anti-tracker. How long does it take to get through? What is it? This almost looks like I know it's not, but this looks like a landing strip in the middle of the forest that no one's supposed to know about. Obviously, I just accidentally put down road for some reason. Okay. So, let's see. This is gonna be, we're gonna have to draw. DJ Odyssey's lolling, pray for mojo, says John. Anti-tracker, the king of tangents. And DJ Odyssey says drugs. He has a drug port. I'm not sure. Oh, there is a port here, but I don't think they're dealing drugs over here. Okay. So let's see. How are we gonna get to that area? I don't want to cripple our infrastructure. I know it's not the smartest move, but I feel like we can. I don't know. How are we gonna do this? We need an underground highway. We need an underground highway, and it can. We've got just enough room over here, I think. To connect it. I was talking about your road to nowhere. Yes, it could have been using by drug dealers. Fly in, drop off, take off. Yes. Is there any way to hook up that EKG monitor can see on the live stream? Is there a way to hook up an EKG monitor we can see on the live stream? Not that I'm aware of. DJ says, then you drive over your Jeep and pick up. Don't do it, Joe, says DJ. Yeah, no. Wait, don't do the highway underground? We gotta do something. If we don't do it underground, then I've got to do it through the city. If I do it through the city, I gotta go through buildings. In fact, the pink bunny might be around here somewhere. I'm not sure. Okay, well, this area is already got too much traffic because of the shipping port here. I don't know. If we could certainly hook up to one side of the highway without issue. But how? I think I've got a way. Now, this isn't going to be the biggest highway. Grant you, it's not going to be the widest highway. But it might be enough. 3-lane with sound barrier. Sure. Okay. How are we gonna do this? Ooh. Okay. We gotta keep going down. We gotta go further down. There we go. We can pop out. We can pop out over there. Okay. Okay, and now we're gonna go down here. Huh. That might not have been the best path. That was not the best path for this. That should do it. It's quite a lot of extra distance, but we gotta do it. We've got to do it to, you know. Okay. So. There we go. Came out of the ground. And this one. Oh, shit. One of these goes the other direction. What are we doing here? Okay. Okay. This one is the return. So I've got to I've got to upgrade the road and right click on it. Oh, that's good because it's the shorter one. So that it's gonna go the other direction. We kind of lucked out with that one because I was not planning ahead. Of course, makes it difficult to see which one we're. Nope, that's not good. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. And of course, that is not at all what we wanted. That is not enough distance. I had this planned out in my head. Did you AT message? I don't know what that means. Did I message anti-tracker? I did not. Was I supposed to? DJ Odyssey says, and how well have those underground highways worked for you in the past? I don't usually do underground highways, DJ. John, the former peasant, says you need a high-speed monorail so you can reach bankruptcy. I see what you're saying. Oh, and I forgot to... Wait, what is this? Yes, there's part of the road network has not been turned correctly. This little section could have been a major issue. Okay. So you know what? What we can do, there's definitely no reason. We can quite easily hook up this section of highway. The slope is not too steep. Stop complaining. To there. And while we've got to make a U-turn, we can kind of connect this. Let's see. How can we do this? Okay, so I will grant you it is a hard turn, but it is a possible turn. Nothing prevents someone from making that turn. And now we need to get this one to the other side, as well as this guy to the other side. Wait. What the hell's going on here? What am I seeing here? I've got to shut off the day-night cycle because I have to make sure I'm seeing what I think I'm seeing. Is this a tunnel? Is this tunnel just... That's certainly not supposed to be there. Oh, God. What have I done? Where's the highway that connects? Oh. Huh. I see what I did. So, yeah. This is the problem. Okay. Kind of collapse the tunnel entrance. That's what happens when you're working at night. Okay. Is this still possible? Okay. But that doesn't do anything. Invalid shape. Not terribly surprised. There we go. Okay. That lets people back on to the highway in that direction. We still need... I know what we can do. I've done this before. We can make a U-turn for the highway system. There we go. Okay. So anyone who wants to go this way is going this way. Can simply U-turn it. And of course we've made some sort of awful traffic jam over here. But we can again, we'll make this U-turn go up. Just a little industry's got to get knocked down. There we go. So we've got U-turns. We've got U-turns. That should do it, right? Because somebody comes up here, they get on here, and then if they want to be going the other way, they just get off here and they turn around. And if somebody is coming this way and they want to get on the highway, they're coming this way and they want to get on the highway, they need to get to there. How do they get to there? Did you see his message on here? I saw his message. You and him messaged something earlier, Thomas, about tell him I was here till 7:30, and then Mrs. Antitrek wanted to go to dinner or something, and then she's hotter than me, so he was leaving. That's what I saw. To be honest, I didn't look at it too quickly because I was kind of rushing to get the the stream going, but if that was the gist of it, I got it. DJ Odyssey says, that's because last time I seen you trying to get one, no one would use it, lol. Yeah, that is true, but this time there's going to be oil. And DJ Odyssey says, I see a Dukes of Hazzard ramp to jump onto the highway. I would love that. Where is the Tunnel of Love? It turns out the tunnel was not of love. DJ says, I lost it in the divorce. Oh boy. The first one you made just sends them in a loop. The first one I made just sends them in a loop. Well, they can go down and they can U-turn and they can get back on the highway going the other direction. That's the whole point. Thomas Potts says they get off, they come back on, Bird of Prey. Yeah, Space Bomb. It's confusing driving in this city. Joe, that very first one you made is useless. This is the first one I made. How is it useless? Okay. If I'm coming here from here and I get on the highway. Oh, this one. This part is useless. Yeah. Yeah, that is useless. Well, maybe somebody changed their mind and they didn't want to go that way. Okay, that one was useless. Thank you. Okay, finally, yes, okay. So, okay, people are coming out the highway. They get onto this highway, but they want to go the other way, so now they get off here, and they turn around, and now they're going this way. All well and good. So the question is, people coming down this side of the highway, they want to get onto this, right? Because this is the highway that goes to the oil. So they certainly don't need this, but I don't want to pull this down because it seems like a lot of people are using it. So for whatever reason, this is actually in demand. Cars are benefiting from it, so we will leave it. But we've got to get away for people on this side to get into this tunnel. So well, that's fine. They can do this. Perfect. Perfect. Isn't that special? In fact, we can make that a double lane highway. Because we're going to have presumably up to 2 lanes of traffic. So, perfect. Alright. Oh, that's a shadow. Okay, so we have 2 lanes and then they split. 1 lane becomes a U-turn. Wait. Yeah, 1 lane becomes a U-turn and 1 lane goes to here. Go back to the one you claim is first, straighten it out to go under, then just make 1 off ramp back to the highway. I assume I assume I just did what you were talking about. So, we are good now. Time to concentrate on the other end of the highway. The population is solidly above 100,000. We are at 101,000. Perfect. 101,457. Okay. So we want to run our highways. Now remember, these are 3-lane highways. Not quite as big as our other ones. But decently sized. Let's get these raised just a little bit. There we go. What's already occupied? Oh. Okay. We'll bring our highway to here. And yes, that is a big, expensive road, but you know, it's what you gotta do. Perfect. Perfect. And what are we gonna do here? We should have some sort of yeah, because we're gonna probably loop the highway around the city. So what do? We can use one of these, because we'll assume the highway will turn north or the other way again, but we'll also, although I like, no, oh geez, God, no. We've got a fancier one, yeah. This is a higher speed option, but let's cut this back a bit. It seems to be a little too close to the shore. You know what? We're still going back some. Still too long. Okay. There we go. And connect these up with our highway. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. So, this is basically going to go into our oil area. And this is going to be unused for the time being. Not that I think there's any reason to do so, but just Just for the heck of it, we'll connect these together. For now, in case somebody turns down the wrong way, they're not stuck at a dead end on the highway. DJ says, boy, that spot is an accident waiting to happen. Luckily, I don't need to deal with car accidents. Thomas says, they need to fix how everyone drives in one lane. They do. John says, where are all the turnabouts for your European fans? I've got a couple. Thomas says, I saw a video of a guy make a town on one-way roads. Thomas, I've done it myself. Small ones, but yeah, and I'm pretty sure I've seen the video. Quite a few people play Cities Skylines, and then they all try to do the same challenges as other people. One-way road, a single one-way road. That was pretty interesting. The dirt roads, you'd be surprised. You can do quite a lot with a little in this game. If you restrict yourself to just one road type or just one transportation type, you can still make a working city. It's almost easier when you don't have all the options. Is the stream still going? Says Thomas. And DJ says yes. Thomas says not's for me. He's going till he gets a divorce. DJ. Okay, so let's see. We need some big roads. You know what? We'll use these bus lane roads as the backbone. I guess I could put a turnabout, by runabout. Turnabout, what is that called? Roundabout. A roundabout. I could put a roundabout here. They're not the worst ways of getting off and on the highways. So, there we go. For the Europeans, there's your roundabout. And, oh. No, not that. I will move this fire tower into the middle of the roundabout because not a hell of a lot else we can put in there. Although we could make it look nice someday. We could fill it in with water. That would be interesting. So we have a 3-lane highway. So we'll put all 3 lanes. Could go out to here. All 3 lanes can go on to there. Let's upgrade that. There we go. We upgrade these to have sound barriers. They'll be a little bit more quiet. Not that I have any residential here right now, but you never know. You never know. Okay. Okay, so we're going to go to our bus lanes. How we do this. That's our backbone. It can continue in this direction too. There we go. There we go. Got a 2-lane national road. No, lanes going in the opposite direction. What do we have here? Okay, one way. That's fine. We can connect that there, and we can you know what? That will be the return. Because if they're coming back from dropping off or picking up the oil, let's put them closer on the circle. And the people coming off the circle, they can go on the road that way. And of course, we are going to take out these traffic lights because they are not necessary. Just don't even tell me there's any traffic lights in the circle. Perfect. Good. Now, where's that sweet Texas crude? All over. Okay. So we need to draw an industrial district. Paint. Industrial district. This is going to be quite the district. Now, oh yeah. Yeah. Right out into the ocean. Perfect. I don't even know how far out these go, but I'm claiming it all. We're claiming it all in the name of perfect. This is we now have an oil district. Oh, I've got to put down a main building before it's technically an oil district. So let's do that. Of course, we've got no power over here yet, but we'll make it officially oil. And we'll put the main building down here because it really, nobody cares about it. Does nothing. Okay. So this is New Iraq, our oil district. Bird, why does Thomas have so many issues with your streams and videos today? I don't know. It's fallen off the screen. Hey, at least I didn't say she was married for the 54th time. You're right, DJ. Thomas says the stream is not working for me. You refreshed, you restarted. Thomas, that makes me very sad. DJ Essie says, Bird, why does Thomas have so many issues with your streams and videos today? I only had one stream today. John says, put 2 roundabouts side by side with towers in the middle of each. Thomas is being problematic, says Hector. Thomas Potts says, just says Cities Skylines and spinning circle. Did you hold down shift and refresh? Can somebody type that in? Hold down shift and refresh in the browser and see if that works, because that clears your browser's cache. I realize if I talk, he's the one person who's not going to hear me if the stream isn't working. DJ says 2 roundabouts with fountains in each. Yes. DJ says, not sure, Thomas. I could see it just fine. Hector says, me poo. Thomas says, DJ, I sent a screenshot on Discord. Mr. Miles, welcome, Mr. Miles. He says, death circles. Hector says, I wanted World War II today. Shucks. I'm sorry, Hector. I was just too tired. You're about 74 years too late for World War II, says Mr. Miles. Hector says, oh yeah, where? Oh boy. Shiempit district? Hector says, Joe, not me. Thomas says, working now, finally. Mr. Miles says, name the district Texaco. That wouldn't have been a bad name. Hector says, that's Old Bird. Better name would be Venezuela. DJ says, yeah, but he could see one of the other 2 videos you had from yesterday. That's right. It's fixed already. Perfect. Thomas Potts says, I tried watching your COD practice stream, and after 5 minutes it stopped. I'm on my phone. F5 is the best way to refresh a page. Thomas, close the white. Mr. Miles is telling Thomas how to close the YouTube app and restart it, but it's already fixed. Throwing my phone at the wall is better, says Thomas. I closed my app twice, restarted the phone, then closed the app, and it worked. Well, I'm glad you're back with us, Thomas. It's not the same without you. Okay, now, I have no idea how these oil buildings, these offshore oil buildings work, because like I said, I've never used them before. Offshore oil drilling platform. Is that the only one? Yes, it appears to be. Offshore. Now there are onshore, but offshore. How? Shoreline required. Okay. Well, we've got shoreline. Why is it not working? Ah. Perfect. Okay. We've got one there. We've got one there. We've got one there. I don't know if I can get a road to this one, but we'll try. Okay. Huh. So, I'm gonna need to you know what? This sounds like a job for one-way roads. Okay. So we got one-way roads there. That one gets people going back. Very precise work I'm doing here. Okay. That's a big loop, but it's a working one. And okay, you see now that's such a tiny amount. That's the type of thing that road anarchy is useful for. Because, yeah. Perfect. I'm loving this district. Now it's got no power, mind you. So we gotta fix that. We have to fix that. We'll put down. Oh, we're gonna need garbage. We're definitely gonna need garbage collection. So let's put that out here. Anyway. Oh, power. Got to have more power. Should we just have a nuke plant? You know what? Let's just have a nuke. A nuclear plant powering our oil district. It seems only right. And we're gonna need fire protection, we're gonna need death care, we're gonna need hospitals, but fire is the most important. So let's get that. We'll put that. We'll put that right in the middle. Can we fit two things here? I don't know. We'll put that there. What can we put? Can we put the crematory? No. The crematory should fit. Why is it not fitting? Oh, that little piece. There we go. We'll make it fit. Okay. We got a crematory. Okay, we need police. Give it the big. Oh, what's this? 3x cute 3x2 police station? I don't think so. We'll give it the full size police station. We don't need schools over here, I tell you that. We'll give them a good sized hospital. Doesn't have to be the biggest. Well, you know, we're probably going to grow, so you know what? Let's give them the big hospital. That hopefully will get some power going to this side of the map. This is actually the equivalent of a cemetery. So you know what? Let's put it down. Just to get come on, that's got to connect those buildings. Perfect. To the power grid. Speaking of the power grid, let's see how are we doing? Okay, well, it's not the ideal, but we can run some power lines. That should get these guys all turned on. Perfect. Oh, I never connected that one to a road. Oh, that would help. Okay. You know, you get a road. There you go. So, perfect. And what's your problem? Why do you guys... Your crime rate is high. You're literally across the street from a police station. Nobody's invaded my nation. What are you guys talking about? Okay, let's save the game. put on the pretty camera while I take some comments. Mr. Miles says, I throw walls at phones all the time. DJ Odyssey says oil equals Clampett. You know, Jed Clampett. Was that his name? I knew Jed. Thomas Potts says, I think part needs to be on land. DJ says, spin it. I read that in the as if you were saying sing it. Hector says, Thomas, have you invaded Joe's Nation already? Thomas says it's not Joe's Nation anymore. That's fake news. That is wholehearted fake news. The armed Republic of Kuroga remains strong. Hector says he's not looking now. Mr. Miles says to me, what personal goals do you set when you're building a new city? Or does it not matter? That's a good question, Mr. Miles. You know, after a while, it really just doesn't matter. I just want to see it grow. I want to see it prosper. I'd ideally like to see it make a profit. But reality, I don't care so much. Because there's a lot of things you have to do in this game just to make things work that you really shouldn't need to do. I mean, traffic is one thing, but like, I mean, just for the sake of not boring everyone, I put out all the water pipes ahead of time because, man, that would be really boring to have to do the water pipes every time I wanted to expand the city, for example. So it's like I'm being charged for tons of water pipes that I'm not even using, and that's already hurting the budget. If I was really budget conscious, I'd minimize the water pipe use, I'd minimize the road use. I'd be putting in toll booths, I'd be doing things to make money, to make more money. Like Love City, which is another series. I only did one episode on it, but that one I am interested in keeping it profitable. So I have a park that's bringing in a ton of money. Every once in a while I'll go back to that city. And that city is definitely a goal to keep it profitable. This one is more just build, enjoy, grow, ultimately grow the population. The last city, I said, I got up to 654,000 people. But I had no idea that the map, at what part the map would like kind of limit me, and I'd reached the max number of buildings. So I purposely made this map, I believe, a bit smaller. So if I can fill up like more or less every square on this map with something, I'll be happy. We'll see. We'll see if it survives that long. Thomas says Luke survived an assassination attempt in his country. And Hector says maximum pain. Hector says, knowing Luke, it doesn't surprise me. Thomas says, I think he just does this game for fun. And distraction, says Hector. Lol, yes. DJ Odyssey says, I'm loving it, equal bird of prey. Mr. Miles says, Thomas, games for fun? That's just crazy talk. Hector says, Miles, just don't ask him about any mod. Mr. Miles is the type of person, I'm the type of person that wants a goal in my game. Well, there are scenarios that you can play that come with the game, and you have to meet the goal to win the scenario. Like, you can have a city that was just hit by a disaster, and you have to rebuild it within like 10 years or something, and meet a population goal and meet a budget goal. I mean, that's an entire mode I don't play, but it's there in the game. And other people play it and they love it. So, I mean, if you want a goal, you could definitely still play this game. The entire section of this game that's dedicated to meeting goals. Plus, you could always have your own personal goal. And then DJ says, hey, you didn't put a road to one of those buildings. Thank you, DJ. I figured it out eventually. Thomas says, don't worry about healthcare. They are going to die anyway. You can't attribute that quote to me, Thomas. I was reading yours. Mr. Miles says, even if it's something like reproduce the city of LA. Thomas Potts says, isn't there a power plant that covers the whole city by itself? There is, Thomas, but I don't want to have to drag a power line across the entire map. I'd rather just give separate power plants. You see, that's another reason where the budget really doesn't come into play much. Mr. Miles says, I enjoy sandboxing a game when it's a side part to the game, such as Grand Theft Auto. DJ Odyssey says, I like building settlements in Fallout 4. Hector says, well, he plays the FPS 2 without any goal. Well, my goal is not to die as much as the day before. Mr. Miles says, I haven't played any of the Fallouts. I need to. I heard the Fallouts have some pretty decent stories, too. A big plus in my book. DJ says, just avoid 76. Yeah. Says Hector. DJ says, the Fallout games have great modders, too. They make up new stories and quests and such do once the old content gets stale. DJ says, hell, there's one mod where you can get a TARDIS to go out and put on the map. DJ says, after you discover your Time Lord and have to fix it first, finding parts. DJ says, yes, bird. Ellie Clampett, hubba hubba. DJ says, Thomas, while you invade from one direction, I'll come from the other. No one's going to invade. Thomas Potts says, you sound like Baghdad Bob. There's no enemy troops in Karoga. Well, there aren't. Mr. Miles is all about that money. Thomas says, my tanks are shelling your capital. Impossible. My capital is subterranean. Your tanks cannot shell it. And you know that. Now everybody knows it. Mr. Miles says, if I ever play this game, I'll likely want to create real existing cities. Real and fictional. While there are a lot of maps on the Steam store that have the geography of real cities. So you can download a map that's supposedly of, I don't know, Phoenix or Scottsdale or, I don't know, Flagstaff, places, maybe LA, San Francisco, and you could go ahead and try and rebuild those cities. And Thomas just said the same thing I just said. DJ Odyssey says, I found a lot of uranium on my land. And Thomas Potts says, I have some Ovaltine milk to trade for uranium. Ovaltine is not milk, Thomas. Don't be confused. Mr. Miles says, I try to recreate my own city in this game, and in the process of building it, I learned to navigate my own city even better. That actually sounds like a pretty awesome idea now that I think about it. You should go for it, Mr. Miles. Democrat doesn't worry about budgets. No, everything I learned from Andrea Ostasius Cortez. Ostasis Cortez. I know it's not Osterio. I was told that was wrong yesterday. AOC, everything I learned from it was from AOC. You just pay for it. DJ says I'm building nukes for him to blow off the map. Oh boy, bunker busting nukes. Mr. Miles says he's catching up. Hector says my nation is only 6 million and they are. I don't think they are warriors. Alexia, yells DJ Odyssey. Mr. Miles, AT isn't here, so on his behalf. And Mr. Miles comments, Ocasio, right, Hector, Ocasio, thank you. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. DJ's favorite politician. Okay. And the in-game chat is completely frozen. Oh, that sucks. Let's see if we can get it back. Oops, something went wrong. Try reloading the page. Okay. We'll see if the chat starts moving again. Locktar Ogre. Hector says not an A. DJ Odyssey says favorite to rant about, maybe. Ocasio starts with an O, not an A. Ocasio. Ocasio. Whatever. Ocasio. Fine. DJ says just call her Crazy Eyes Woman. Miss Miles says lol, I can tell Bird isn't a fan of Warcraft. I do, well, not World of Warcraft, but the original Warcraft 1, 2, and I think 3 games. I love those. Yes, I love those very much, but it's been, what, a decade? 2? Since they've been out? I haven't played them in quite a long time. For the Horde, yes. A good old Grunt Rush. That was the way to win in multiplayer. Had to defend against the Grunt Rush. They were kind of the Klingons, the Grunts. The Orcs were definitely the Klingons of the Warcraft world. They were honorable. Oh, for the Horde, Loktar Ogre. I'm sorry, Miss Miles. I didn't remember an obscure whatchamacallit from a 20-year-old game. Did my cable go out? Not that it matters, but we are having quite the windstorm here. And it would seem that a channel is no longer available. War Games 1983. Oh, okay. It was just the one channel I want to work that wasn't working. Let's try that again. See if it comes back. Oh. Looks good. Okay. Mr. Miles, watch the patron stream from today. Anti-Tracker told us an idea he has. Hector says Warcraft 2 was the best. I think it was too. Mr. Miles watched it. Okay. Vimeo, right? Shh. Yes. You watch a few of my vids, you will see the Horde for World of Warcraft. I'll forgive you, Bird. It's a merciful wrench. I'm a merciful wrench. Why, thank you, Mr. Miles. And you're still alive for me. John says it's available. We had a windstorm yesterday. Mr. Miles says, I thought I had a brainstorm once, but it turned out to be a windstorm in my empty head. Oh, boy. Okay, we need to get some progress being made here. We are getting, I guess, lots of oil transported. Right? Let's see what's our area doing here. Industry oil main building. I mean, where are the employees coming from? 106 barrels of oil, 3,200, 920 profit. Okay, here's what we need to do. We need to get a seaport. We need a place to ship. You know what? Even though it's so ridiculous. No, okay. We'll do the seaport. Cargo harbor. Cargo hub. I'm gonna do a cargo hub. There we go. Got another one-way road here. Okay. We need power. We need power. What can we do to give them power? A monument? Do we want to put a monument down? The space elevator. No, what's this? Ultimate recycling plant. The ultimate recycling plant. The ultimate recycling plant is a monument that can manage huge amount of garbage and process it into electricity, goods and raw materials. These products benefit your city and can be exporting. Exporting is automatic if needed. Wow, that sounds like a terrific frickin' building to have. Can we? Ah, the oil building. The oil building's in the way. Okay. Okay, we're coming back for this. The oil main building, we're gonna relocate it. We're gonna relocate it to here. And yeah, all the power probably went off. So let's pause the game. Let us put down this. No, that's not it. Ultimate Recycling Center. Yeah, we want it on the main road. So it's going to be producing power and products for export. And there we go. So you're getting power from there. And just to be safe, in case anything ever happens, we'll do some backup power that way, because that doesn't block anything. Perfect. And you guys are getting power from there. Okay. Perfect. That looks good. Wait, what are you guys talking about revolution? Multi-gunman. Welcome, Multi-gunman. Says Mr. Miles, Chief Engineer. Excellent. I've got more than enough guns and ammo. Mr. Miles says, thank you, Hector. Mr. Miles says, Multi-gunman, but wait, you have a Canadian flag as your avatar, but you have guns. I feel so confused. Yes, I'm an oddity, says Mr. Gunman, a Canadian with lots of guns. It's rare, but not as rare as you think. Hector is saying guillotine. Hector, I only made it 3 months into my Spanish class before I was kicked out. Don't expect much from me, says Mr. Miles. Thomas says you should make a Caroga on Skylines. I should, but Caroga is such a small city. I'd have to make the map. You know, it's not a bad idea, Thomas. And then I can show you it on Google. After I make the map and we build it up, I can show you what the real Caroga looks like on Google Maps. DJ says you need clean water. The water's plenty clean, DJ. Liberté, etc. is French, Miles, says Hector. DJ says overthrow the overlord bird of prey. Mr. Miles says if you say so. DJ Azzy says he needs to dump the oil into the clean water. Multi-gunman says do you apologize after you shoot someone, lol. The multi-gunman says yeah, that would be easier. Mr. Miles, Chief Engineer, yes, unfortunately I do apologize for shooting someone after the fact. Okay. Let's get these. I need more buildings. I need more oil buildings here. I need more stuff going on. We have a way to export. We do have a way to export. Oh, train. Do we have the train hooked up to here? We do. We do have a train hooked up to here. Okay. Well, then we're gonna connect some train tracks. train tracks, underground. Huh. Look at how backed up these trains are. Are those train tracks? They've got to be. Why won't it let me connect? Are those above ground train tracks? No. I heard it, Sassy. Is something going on outside? No, baby, it's okay. They're not. We can brush off here, and then we can go underground. Perfect. Okay. And you know what? The trains can go back on the same track, but just for the heck of it. Where is another train track? This is a train track. Okay. Okay, this is, wait, is this a subway or a train? No, that's a subway. Oh, that's what's the matter. Okay. Okay. Subways look like trains. What are you? You are also a subway. Where are the trains? You're a train. Already occupied. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Sorry about that. Multi-Gunman says the DJ Odyssey says yes it would. Thomas's Bird of Prey 5 owns the water bottle company. DJ says Pink Bunny to keep them workers happy. I don't have no workers out here yet. I really don't know how the people are getting here. I need to at least put down some barracks. Mr. Miles says, a multi-gunman says to Mr. Miles, Chief Engineer, yes, but sometimes you stereotype on borders being the P word, unfortunately. Mr. Miles says, what American's most prominent stereotype? What's America's most prominent stereotype? The multi-gunman. Actor says, where there's the drilling promised in the stream. These are all oil drilling. We're drilling offshore. The best place to drill for oil. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 new oil wells, draining the ocean of precious oil. Wait, 9, draining the ocean of its precious oil, slightly polluting it in the process. Probably being a nation of gun nuts, says the multi-gun man, but maybe a bit biased because I'm a gun nut myself. Mr. Miles says, I figured it would be that, or being full of overweight people, or maybe something to do with Hollywood. Pinche gringo carbone. That would say a Mexican, says Hector. Okay, gotta get back. Let's get some stuff down before we call this a night. Okay. Oil industry workers barracks. Yes. These are what we need. Sorry about that. little cough. Let's see. We could fit these in over here. Sure we can. So give the oil workers somewhere to live. Because they can't leave the company property, apparently. So, yeah. Oil maintenance building. Yeah, well, we should have one of those. Maybe we'll even have two. Why the hell not? Let's see. What else we got? Small oil pump. Large oil pump. I mean, we could put a couple of pumps on land, I suppose, but why? There we go. Okay, we got some oil pumps. Let's get these good things. We got a factory that'll make some stuff. Petrochemical plant. Waste oil, something or other. Sure. That sounds good. Cracker plant? I don't even know. But sounds good. Large crude storage. That's what we need. We need to store some crude. Cavern? Sure. I'll store some cavern and oil industry storage. There we go. Now, now we can fill this in with some, well, if we fill this in with a regular district, Foggy City Park. Okay. We can erase this park area. I don't know. Oh, that was when I was testing this map with something. So forget that. Expand New Iraq a little bit. Okay. Now we paint a traditional industry area, and we can fill this in with oil industry. To just take up the rest of the space. We do this industry specialization. Clean oil, the fuel of the future. No more killing whales. There she blows no longer. It's New Iraq. This will be Little Baghdad. Baghdad. Yes. Okay. And let's zone industry. This is going to be nice and dirty. Nice and dirty. What is this complaining about here? Oh, power lines. Power lines to nowhere. Not necessary anymore. Yes, we know. If you have infinite money, why all the oil drilling? because I still want to make profit. And you know, the world needs oil. And as DJ Odyssey points out, because Italians need it to hold their hair in place. And Thomas says thanks. DJ says you're welcome. Hector says because more money is better money. Exactly. Hector says the old glycerin. DJ says not easy being a mob boss with mobsters with their bad hair. Useful for Waka Waka. Oh boy. DJ Odyssey says yeah, there's that too. Beautiful water, says Thomas. Multi-Gun Man says, I say F the whales, kill them all. Nuke the whales. Hector says, I'm sure nobody would protest that name. Hector says, name a disco, New Mecca. Oh boy. Name a district, New Mecca, since you're at it. Mr. Miles says there's no such thing as more than infinite. It's just to point that out. DJ Odyssey wants me to say Waka Waka again. Waka Waka. I'm putting on the camera. I'm saving the game. I'm putting on the camera. And I'll be right back. Oh boy, did anybody else see that huge fire right when I went to the map? Mr. Miles says, I want to hear Bird of Prey try to read ancient scrolls or spells in Latin. Triguna Mocoiti Trahorum Citus T. Well, I haven't seen destruction tonight. Unsubbing, says DJ. DJ, didn't you just see that big area of the city on fire? Mr. Miles says, let's hear Bird of Prey try to read Klingon. I've got to find my Klingon Hamlet. It's somewhere. I bought it. I think it's a first edition from the Klingon Language Institute. When they first translated Hamlet into... when they first translated, restored Hamlet to its original Klingon. There's got to be a Gorgia mod somewhere. I don't know what that is. DJ, or send him singing Love Me Tender again just so his mom loses it. Oh boy. Klingon is easy, Latin would be better. Hector says, but as we don't know, Latin should be sound, being a dead language. DJ says that was tiny. I'm talking wholesale destruction. Well, wait, that's okay. That's not on fire. These are just people complaining that there's nobody to work there, and there's nobody to work there because there's no residences around here. Oh, and look, our industry demand is low and our residential demand is high. So you know what that means. We've got to build some homes. And what more beautiful place to build them than next to New Iraq and Little Baghdad. Well, let's check on that fire first. Let's check on that fire. It was right around here, I believe. Seems to be okay. Let's see, is there any other of those big? Could have been over here, I suppose. Doesn't seem like any major issues. It was right around one of these interchanges. I know that much. How's our park doing? As long as we're here. Where's our main entrance? Man, the park. Oh no, park is doing good. 9,130 in income, only 6,000 in expenses. So, making a decent little profit on this park. All's well. Okay, DJ, before I sign off, I'll send a meteor into someplace. Yes, I know, bad traffic. DJ says, don't forget the sheep and goat farms to keep them happy too. Oh. We are definitely crossed the line. We've definitely crossed the line. Okay, you know what? I've got to get going soon. So let's lay the plans for our new residential community. We will have another roundabout that seemed to work out nicely for getting off and on the highway. Yeah. Highway connection, 3-lane highway. Good. And okay. So now this is going to be a nice area, so we'll use this road as our backbone. Now this is the closest we will get to the oil area. Perfect. And maybe we'll do one more main road down the middle. Is that 90 degrees? That's 90 degrees. Cool. Okay. And we'll put in some smaller roads. Again with trees. Some happy little trees, like Bob Ross would say. Yeah. There we go. Okay. And we'll do a nice curvy road for those living along the water. However unsmart that might be. There we go. And sure, we'll curve some roads in here just to make them connect nice. This is going to be a nice, beautiful city. What did we use? National highways, I believe, to connect. No, we didn't use that. We used 2-lane highways. Okay. So, yeah, people going in can go that way, and people coming out can go this way. That is a beautiful, beautiful area. And just because it makes some sense, you know what, I don't want cars coming down, so we will just make a path. Where are we? Land, here we go. Nope, there we go. We're gonna make a path, bicycle and pedestrian path. This will let people walk on over. To walk or bike to this industrial area. I don't think I want to hook up a road, at least not yet. Certainly not on this one way. No. Maybe over here. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we'll do a one-way road later. But that looks like it will be a beautiful residential area. Let's save the game. Miss Smiles says, we have one roundabout in my city, and there are more repeated accidents there than any other location. DJ Odyssey says, the only good thing about Mythbusters was Carrie, lol. Yeah. Hector, well, that wasn't the only good thing. Hector says, lack of experience using them. They are scary the first 500 times you enter one. Hector says, mine's only 235. Hector is 23%. Bird is probably high since he's a Democrat. I'm not a Democrat. Multi-Gunman says, I've got a bunch of socialists running my country, so I wouldn't be surprised if tax rate is 312%. Hector, but then the mob comes and takes 50%. And Mr. Miles says, Hector, I'm sure it depends on the attitude of the drivers too. Aggressive drivers in places like LA. Imagine traffic circles are more dangerous. Okay, guys, we've got our residential planned out for next time. It's gonna be a big boost to our industry. These people desperately need workers, so that's going to be great. I'm saving the game one last time. Sorry I'm skipping comments. I've got the comments showing in the game, but I have no way to scroll back up. Wait. Let me go to the tablet. Let me go to the tablet. Fine. Maybe there'll be a good picture of the city while I'm looking at old comments. Okay, I read DJ wanted wholesale destruction. Hector says total chaos, cats and dogs living together. Yes, Bill Murray, Ghostbusters. DJ says Gorgilla, another name for Godzilla. Gorgilla, oh I got it. Hector says Gorgilla is Japanese for Godzilla. Thomas talking about bad traffic jam. Hector says, say Gorgia again. DJ Odyssey says, and don't forget the sheep. Okay, yes, we read that one. Mr. Miles is Bird of Prey 5. Can you adjust the technology limit in this game? Say create ancient Roman city. No, but you can download graphic packs. I don't think they have an ancient Rome one, but they have European and Russian and stuff like that. How about a meteor in the ocean, says Thomas. We could do that. Mr. Miles says roundabout equal death circle. Actor says nah, not unless you try to cross it as a piton. They aren't as bad as the intersection of death. Multi-Gunman says after watching Bird of Prey 5 play this a few times, I'm starting to get interested in it. I think I'd like to play it. Well, you should try it. Hector said Mythbusters proved roundabouts as superior. I thought they said it was actually a myth. Multi-Gunman said they proved Mythbusters itself is actually a myth. I thought they said that the change, that it was almost non-existent, the difference in time between an intersection and a roundabout. Maybe I'm misremembering. Mr. Miles says we have one roundabout. Okay, I read that. The only good thing. Mr. Miles says my dogs are barking back at Bird's dog. Thomas says my nation's tax rate went down from 32 to 31%. Sassy, you're gonna make Mr. Miles' dog bark. Hector says it's only at 235 to 23%. Thomas says Bird's probably high, right? Because I'm a Democrat. Skipping the ones I read. Bird is skipping comments today. They will complain about the pollution. Well, I don't have to care what they complain about. Hector says it looks like a male organ on the side of the lake too, DJ. Hector says now with fuming balls. Thomas's anti-tracker skips all our comments. We're used to it. Hector says, yeah, don't sweat it, Joe. Thomas says it's a myth, the Mythbusters said. That's what I thought. Mr. Miles says, Bird Prey, you might be right. Mythbusters says it didn't seem to matter what they did much, but it was a very long time ago since I saw it. DJ says, how much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? I don't know. Alexa, how much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? She says it would chuck about 700 pounds of wood on a good day. DJ said that. Mr. Miles says I would chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would chuck wood. And then he says damn it because he knows he messed it up. Okay guys, so it's meteor time. Where? Oh, the ocean. The ocean. The ocean, so we see basically a tsunami hit the city. Disasters. Turning it up to 25.5. Put in the speed on max. And put it near the offshore oil platforms. You have never confused save with load, Joe? Not yet. But now I'm sure I will. Okay, so the oil. The meteor is coming for New Iraq. We're going to see what happens. How does this section of the city survive?
Astrologists report that a devastating meteor will strike the city in the near future.
Astrologists report.
Immediately if any is available.
Yes, the astrologists. Always listen to your local astrologist. Come on. Look how slow the game has slowed to a crawl while it is pondering. This was moving so fast, but the calculations this game is doing because it has to know about what's going to happen when this meteor hits, has really slowed it down to an incredible crawl. Like the city was 5 times bigger than it is. Don't get me wrong, 100,000 per population city is a pretty decent sized population for this game, but I mean, knowing it can get to 500,000-600,000, some people have million plus cities. Granted, they have to use a lot of cheats to disable things because they just don't work after a while. But this is incredible. Okay, it's speeding up a little, but this is why it takes longer, because it's such a big meteor. It's probably why they limit it to size 10 in the game, so they come at a reasonable amount of time. Hector says a wall of water and oil and fire, but it will disappoint, says Hector. Well, I don't know. It might be close enough to land to cause fire on the land. Certainly will cause some type of tsunami event. The only thing disappointing is that there's no homes. Right? There's no homes here. You know what we could do while we're waiting for the meteor? We could, even though this is not legit, we'll just get those houses powered up. That will give him, maybe it'll give it something to hit, something interesting to hit. There we go. Oh, no, we want to get out of this. Boom. Boom.
A meteor strike has occurred. Avoid the impact site and head to shelter if any
That was
is
a bit
available.
disappointing. Where's the tsunami? There it comes. It's coming. It's coming. The city is flood. Oh, it's flooding. It is definitely flooding. And yes, look, all this is on fire. Although, yeah, look at that. That's burning. That is burning. The water put it out. We had some flames. How are the oil rigs outside your map? I don't know, Thomas. It just built them there. See, because they're connected to the land. The part is on land. This is the important part. And then it just makes these things at some distance away. And I guess that distance can be outside the map. Wow, look at this hole the meteor left. This is going to be an epic. I mean, this, honestly, we're not going to stay here that long. But, yeah, we'll do one more meteor. Right in the center of Little Baghdad.
Astrologists report that a devastating meteor will strike the city in the near future. Residents should seek shelter immediately if any is available.
Is the tsunami even affecting over here? The wave is passing tangential to it here. Kind of perpendicular, so it doesn't seem to be an issue. So I'm not saving the map again, so these buildings are all nonsense, but I know. Bird of Prey, is there a Klingon intersection on the workshop? I do not believe so. I looked at a lot of intersections, and had there been a Klingon intersection, I'm pretty sure I would have got it. I'm pretty sure the only Star Trek buildings on the workshop were a couple of Starfleet headquarters, which I did get. This is our disaster repair team checking for any survivors, and once they're done, I guess once this helicopter takes off, coordinating rescue work. Yeah, once it takes off, I'll be able to technically rebuild. There we go. Rebuilt. Just not like it's just about going to get destroyed again, though. In fact, I'm not even sure if these rescue helicopters are going to be out of here in time for the new meteor. Theirs is... Do you mean ISIS? What the hell is this? How'd it get so close? Oh, was it taken out by the meteor? There it goes. Boom. Oh. There we go.
A meteor strike has occurred. Avoid the impact site and head to shelter if any is available.
There's your fire. There's your fire. Oh, what a massive area affected. It's all burning. It's all burning. It's burning down. John, you still here, John? There's your fireman. Not fireman, but... Oh, the humanity. Oh, the humanity. All the trees. All the oil. It's all gone to hell. And look, somebody is rebuilding in the midst. In the midst of all this burning. They are rebuilding. They're so resilient. Man, you cannot keep this town down. Read Thomas' comment again. Thomas, hey Bird of Prey. There is a Klingon intersection on the workshop. Very cool, Thomas. Very, very cool. Thank you. I will check it out. Maybe it's new. And this fire seems to be spreading. Oh, these buildings. This is no good. This is no good. Now, if I put this as the thumbnail, it's kind of clickbait because it's not really canon. But I don't know if I'd be able to not put this, because it is part of the game. I mean, it is in the video. It's not that it doesn't happen. One oil pump is pumping. I sent you a picture of it on Discord. Okay, thank you, Thomas. And thank you guys so much for spending some time here. But, you know, it's that time. I gotta get going. So, Qapla. Have a great night, everyone. I will be around tomorrow, I guess. Oh, right. Like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends, your family, your local politicians. Go to your city council meetings or whatever. You ask to take the floor. They have to let you. They have to let you. You are allowed. You can speak about whatever you want. You get up there. You say, I'm here today to talk about a very important issue affecting insert name of your town or city. The boredom of our population. I demand a resolution that the council pass right now, that everyone in this city or town or suburb, hamlet, whatever your municipality is, subscribe to Birdo Prey 5 on YouTube, and just demand that. DJ says Jaloja time. Good night, Bird. Take care. Good night, all. So long, suckers, says Hector. We'll end it on that. So long, suckers. Thank you all for watching my video. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell icon. Without it, you won't get notifications of new videos. If you want to visit me, check out my forum at juot.net. I'm also on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, and Gab. And if you're really crazy, you can send me some money on PayPal. Take care.